everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well as I always do. This is my full-time thoughts on West Ham 1, Arsenal 2. So as always guys, let's start off by talking about the team sheet. In goal, no surprise, Fabianski, with a back four of Soufal, Zuma, Creswell and Fredericks. Big surprises in that. Noble and Rice as the defensive midfielders, along with Fornals, Lanzini and Benrahma in midfield, supporting Bowen up front. So not too bad a decision from Moyes from that point of view. Yes, all right, as we know, our hands are tied with Dawson being suspended because of the red card against Chelsea. But Fredericks aside, not a bad side in any shape or form, but again, I can understand it. A little bit surprised why Johnson wasn't involved in the squad in any shape or form. He's not even on the bench. I mean, the substitutes were Yarmolenko, Antonio, Vlasic, Areola, Diop, Masuaku, Souček, Král and Elise. So not a bad side from that point of view. But again, guys, disappointing. 2 disappointing games in 4 days. 3-4 days, not going to lie. Really was disappointed with this. Our application was abysmal for a lot of this game. Not really following through on things. Players losing out the ball. As I say, 5 changes in the side shouldn't have made any difference. I mean, Saka puts the ball in on the 38th minute and Holding puts Arsenal 1-0 up on the 38th minute, and it was just a set piece. A great corner from Saka, not gonna lie. I know he was the villain for a lot of this game, but yeah, a great corner from him and a perfect header from Holding, and we're 1-0 down. But at the same point, then we started to kick on. Really started to kick on. Got out of first gear, really went on the attack. Great ball from Soufal over to Bowen, and it's 1-0 just before the half-time break. I'm very happy with that. But again, as I said, very disappointing start to the game. We always play slow, start the game very slowly. I said that in the previous review when we were talking about the Frankfurt 2-1 loss on Thursday night. Started slowly. We start slowly every single game, and we shouldn't be. We genuinely shouldn't be. The players haven't played since Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and likewise on Thursday, haven't played Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days. It's enough recovery time, especially with these changes going in. Bearing in mind we've got players that haven't played for a good few weeks getting involved in the side. It's just, it's worrying to say the least. But we're at the end of the season now. We are staying up, of course. And guys, let's talk about the second half. Again, conceding from a set piece. Now, a minute or so beforehand, what's his name? Ramsdale rushes out to tackle Bowen. At the time, it looked like it was at least a booking. I wouldn't say sending off because Ramsdale isn't the last man when it comes to this challenge. But Bowen gets booked for diving. Now, Bowen's not actually diving, but he jumps out of the way. Yes, okay, you can argue that he makes a bit of a meal of it. But, it's Mike Dean at the end of the day. He was fucking awful. Really lost the game the last 10-15 minutes. Had no control over it whatsoever. Decisions going here, there and everywhere. It was ridiculous. But, again, a free kick because of Bowen's dive. Now, we were talking in the pub afterwards. I was going to come straight home and do this recording for you guys, but I was so angry that I needed some time to chill, have a couple of pints, talk through the game, was able to watch the replay in the pub of what happened with Ramsdale and Bowen, because as I said, live, it looked like Ramsdale is off. At the end of the day, we saw that with Rob Green when we were down at the Championship. Similar sort of thing. Ramsdale's got his studs up going into the challenge for the ball. But looking at the replays of everything, Yeah, there's no contact. But that's not necessarily a dive. But a better striker or centre forward, attacking player, whatever, whichever way you want to look at it, would have jumped out of the way and continued that run. So I get it why Jared Bowen was booked. I understand it. I get it. You know, he didn't protest when he was booked. Didn't say I'll dive. Blah 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 blah. You know, Ramsdale was walking over to going, you know, and all that. So from that side of things. But, you know, you can't grumble from that side of things. Once you watch the replay, yeah, I understand it. But at the same time, guys, Arsenal celebrated like they won the FA Cup final. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's stupid. Come on, guys. You know, have some savvy. You know, but also, you know, as I say, giving into that again, a great set piece. And Gabriel makes it 2-1 on the 54th minute. We weren't good enough. I know Moyes said in his post-match conference that he did with the BBC that he thought we earned enough to get a point. I disagree. I really do disagree with that. Obviously, he's going to come out. He's not going to come out and saying we're not good enough before the Champions League, before the Europa League semi-final second leg. He's not going to say that, but he kind of is at the same time. He really is kind of saying that. You know, again, my voice is a little bit croaky because I'm shouting quite a fair bit. Can't really think of any player. I mean, Rice made mistakes. Soufal made a few good places here and there. Bowen tried his best. You know, the substitutions bringing off Lanzini and bringing on Antonio makes total sense. And likewise with bringing off so Lanzini for Souček. And then, what was the other substitution? Let me just bring up the list here, guys. Sorry, bear me 2 minutes. To a few seconds, even. So, yeah, Lanzini for Antonio, as I thought, and Benrahma for Yarmolenko. Now, the conversation when Yarmolenko came on kind of got the impression that we were gonna go to a 4-4-2. Not a chance. Benrahma off, Yarmolenko going into the right wing side. Totally understandable from that point. Or left wing side, I should say, by the looks of it, at that point. But, you know, at the end of the day, we weren't good enough. We generally weren't good enough. Now, what worries me is we've got Wolves with a game in hand and 3 points behind us. It's going to be very, very close to finishing in the European section. Having said that, and I maintain, as I've been saying all season, I'll be happy with a top 10 finish. I will. I genuinely will. Two seasons ago, we were fighting relegation. Now we're trying to fight for European places. Don't get me wrong, I love the ambition. That's exactly what we need. But at the same point, guys, it's too quick. It's been too quick. We need a blistering summer transfer window. We all know that. We know the reasons behind that. So, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. I'm now going to go away and put the notes together for the Frankfurt second leg preview. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be live on Patreon tomorrow for the Patreons. And then live on Tuesday for everybody else. If you want to have access to additional content on Patreon, links in the description below. You get to see the previews 24 hours before they go up. Obviously, Europa League at this point is kind of taking a precedence on that. But we'll have the Norwich watch along as well on Sunday. Bill from Garage Football is going to be coming on because I can now bring on guests onto the channel again. So Bill's going to be doing the watch along for that. The preview for the Norwich game is going to be live on Patreon on Thursday and live on YouTube on Friday. So keep an eye out for that as well, guys. But in the meantime, really try not to be disheartened with it. You know, I'm a lot more relaxed now than I was a couple of 2 or 3 hours ago. But enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. Take care, and I'll see you very, very soon. All the best.